For an avid reader, a browser is the next best thing since books. But the trouble is that the web can be a very distracting place. Distractions aren't so good for reading. Hello, my name is Dylan. I make videos about creative writing and technology. Here are some browser extensions that help to make the experience of reading online a little less distracting, a little more fun, and a little easier to do. The first one I'd like to show you is a dictionary. Well, it's not just one dictionary. The thing I like about it is that you can add lots of different dictionaries. So you can look something up in the slang dictionary, or you could add a dictionary like my favorite, the American Heritage Dictionary. All you have to do is select the word and a definition appears. But you can also toggle more advanced settings, perhaps to compare definitions. It's called dictionaries with a Z. One of the best things since reading on screens is reading on dark screens. Dark mode helps to eliminate eye strain by making the brighter colors dark. Duh, that's why it's called dark mode. My favorite extension for dark mode is called Dark Reader. It has great settings that you can tinker with to get it to work pretty much everywhere, so that wherever you go on the web, you can read it in dark mode. Dark mode is great for eye strain, but it doesn't do anything about all the clutter. Sometimes you're on a website that just has a bad design, or there's just too much junk on the screen, and all you want to do is read the article. You could try an extension called Postlight Reader. It rips out the text, gets rid of all the clutter, and shows you just the article. And it does this at the push of a button. There are so many apps and browser extensions for highlighting passages while you read. I've tried a lot of them, and I hop from one to another as new ones arrive with new features. What I care about the most when it comes to a highlighting app or extension is that it gets out of my way. While I'm reading, I want to highlight something and move on and keep reading. I don't want any distractions. And so for right now, the one I like the best is called Raindrop. It's very unobtrusive and it works on most of my devices, including Android. Sometimes you don't have time to read something, and that's where something like a Read It Later app can come in handy. There are several of these as well. The one I like is called Instapaper. And in particular, the extension called Simple Paper is the one I like for quickly sending a link over to Instapaper, where I know it will be in the inbox there so that I can read it later when I have time. Finally, I think my very favorite extension for reading online is the one from INO Reader. It's the best feed reader around. If you're looking at a blog, the extension for Chrome will turn orange to let you know that this blog has a feed that you can subscribe to. If you press that button, you're now subscribed to that blog, and whenever its new posts come out, you'll see them in your reader. It's a fantastic way to keep track of new content from many different sources without having to bounce from one website to another. It also has an app that you can use on a tablet or your phone. So I've only shown 5 extensions that I recommend, but there are zillions more, and everyone's reading habits are different. Is there something that you would recommend? Let me know in the comments. I'm working on another video about extensions for writing. So if you know any of those that you would recommend, I'd love to hear about it. And if you want to catch up with that video when it comes out, use the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.